Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's English learning session. I'm Shorts and Sweet. Today, we're exploring one of the greatest American novels of the 20th century, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Published in 1925, The Great Gatsby is a timeless story about love, ambition, and the American dream. F. Scott Fitzgerald was an American writer who perfectly captured the energy and extravagance of the 1920s, also known as the Jazz Age. The novel is set in this era, a time of rapid economic growth, jazz music, and wild parties. Key information. Author, F. Scott Fitzgerald, 1896–1940. Publication year, 1925. Setting, New York, 1920s, the Jazz Age. Main themes, the American dream, wealth and class, love and obsession, illusion versus reality. The novel tells the story of Jay Gatsby, a mysterious millionaire who throws extravagant parties in the hopes of winning back the love of his life, Daisy Buchanan. Through the eyes of the narrator, Nick Carraway, we witness the glamour and tragedy of Gatsby's world. Now, let's dive into the story. Summary of the story. Our narrator, Nick Carraway, is a young man from the Midwest who moves to New York in 1922 to work in the bond business. He rents a small house in West Egg, Long Island, a place where newly rich people live. His neighbor is the mysterious and extremely wealthy Jay Gatsby, who lives in a giant mansion and throws extravagant parties every weekend. Across the bay from West Egg is East Egg, where the old money aristocrats live. Nick's cousin, Daisy Buchanan, and her husband, Tom Buchanan, live there. Tom is a wealthy, arrogant man who openly cheats on Daisy with a woman named Myrtle Wilson, the wife of a poor mechanic named George Wilson. One evening, Nick is invited to one of Gatsby's lavish parties. At the party, he finally meets Gatsby, a charming but mysterious man who rarely appears in public. Gatsby takes a special interest in Nick and eventually reveals that he has been in love with Daisy for many years. They had a brief romance before Gatsby went off to war, but when he returned, Daisy had already married Tom. Gatsby's enormous wealth and extravagant lifestyle are all part of his plan to win Daisy back. He even bought his mansion in West Egg just so he could be near her. With Nick's help, Gatsby arranges a meeting with Daisy. When they finally reunite, their love reignites, and they begin an affair. However, their happiness is short-lived. Tom grows suspicious of Daisy's behavior and eventually confronts Gatsby at a hotel in New York. In a heated argument, Gatsby demands that Daisy admit she never loved Tom. But Daisy, confused and overwhelmed, hesitates. Tom then exposes Gatsby's shady business dealings, revealing that Gatsby made his fortune through illegal activities like bootlegging alcohol. After the argument, Daisy and Gatsby drive back to Long Island in Gatsby's car. On the way, Daisy accidentally hits and kills Myrtle Wilson, Tom's mistress. Panicked, Daisy drives away. Gatsby, still hopelessly in love, takes the blame for the accident. Meanwhile, Myrtle's husband, George Wilson, is devastated. Tom falsely tells him that Gatsby was the one who killed Myrtle. Believing this, George goes to Gatsby's mansion and shoots him while he is swimming in his pool. After killing Gatsby, George takes his own life. Nick is devastated. He tries to arrange a grand funeral for Gatsby, but to his shock, no one comes, except for Gatsby's father and one old friend. All the wealthy people who attended Gatsby's parties disappear, showing the emptiness of the world Gatsby tried to be part of. Conclusion, modern relevance. The Great Gatsby is more than just a love story. It's a deep exploration of the American dream and the illusion of success. Even today, its themes are incredibly relevant. Modern lessons. 1. The illusion of the American dream. Gatsby believed that money could bring him happiness and love, but in the end, he was left alone and heartbroken. The novel questions whether wealth truly leads to success. 2. The corruption of wealth. Daisy, Tom, and the wealthy elite act selfishly and without consequences, just like we sometimes see in today's world. 3. The danger of living in the past. Gatsby's obsession with recreating the past leads to his downfall. The novel reminds us that we must move forward rather than hold on to illusions. Fitzgerald's novel is still relevant today, making us reflect on our own dreams and the price of success. Reading The Great Gatsby will not only improve your English but also help you understand society and human nature more deeply. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time with more exciting stories from classic literature. Goodbye.